Alright, today I want to show you how to create a new photo album, actually adding photos to a Facebook business page. And very simply, you can put a photo by using the photo button here. When you start actually writing something, you can add a photo. That just puts it in your stream. What we want to do is we want to create a photo album and actually give it a little bit more detailed information. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here, and over on the left hand side you're going to see your photos. So click on your photos and that'll bring up all your photo albums. And you can see I've got a number of different photo albums. If I wanted to add a photo to a particular photo album, this is where I would do it. I would actually click on one of these albums and then just add a photo to it. Each album can have 200 photos in it at any given time. I don't think there's a limit to how many albums you can have, so you can create as many different albums as you like. But what I want to do is I want to create a new album. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here, top right, we have upload photos. I'm going to click on upload photos and it's going to bring up a little discussion. I'm going to say select photos. And then what I've done is I've created a folder with all the photos I want in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And your photos are going to be named something. We're going to actually put in a description a little bit as soon as this uploads. So now I'm going to click upload, and what it's going to do is it's going to start uploading, and I want it in high resolution. And no, I don't think it takes 10 times longer. But this album, I'm going to call this photo album appropriately. Let's just do it like this, and I can give it a location, and maybe let's say San Francisco or wherever. And now that it's all set, now what I'm going to do is I create the album. And what it does is it brings up the next dialogue. These have not been published over to my wall or what have you, but what I want to do is I want to actually do a little bit something special to these photos. I want to actually give each one a description. I could actually make them. You know what? I'm going to look through here real quick. I might add a description to each one. They were called number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. We don't really care too much about that. But what we're going to do is give each one of these a description. And you know what? This could be the album cover. So I may actually take this one and say this is the album cover. No, I like this one. This one's a whole lot better. And I could actually, did you see that? Let me just go back. I can actually tag Ginger by writing the description in here. In this particular case, I don't necessarily want to, but I could tag her by doing this. So I'll just say leads the discussion, and I could put in a meaningful description for each one of these pictures. If I happen to upload this and you know what, this is not the right photo for this album, I could also move it to any one of my albums. They all just show up right there, nice and simple. So once I've added a description for each one, I prefer to pick an album cover instead of letting Facebook do it. So once I've got all of that, I'm ready to go. I'm going to say publish now. And what's going to happen is it's going to now put it over onto my wall. There it goes. So here's the album. Here's the pictures, and I can rearrange the photos in the order in which I want it to be, and this and that. And we're going to do that next with Edit Album. And so by editing the album, I can edit photos, and I can move them around, change the information. It's still over on my wall, but I can change the information, and I can give a description for the album, not for the individual pictures. And then once I'm all done, I hit Save Changes. Over on my wall, here's what happened, is it put only 3. I uploaded 6, but it puts only 3 at any given time. So here's a hint. If you've got, let's say, 21 pictures you're going to upload to an album, and you're looking for content for your Facebook page, don't upload them all at once. Upload 3 a day. Now you've got a whole week's worth of content that you can filter out on a slow basis, and each time you upload to your wall, that goes out to everybody who has liked your Facebook page. So it's a constant reminder then to come back to that album, and they can comment on those 3 pictures. So that's how to add photos to a Facebook page and create a photo album.